Hello, my name is Faye. Welcome to your Double the Move Strong workout. Today we'll be focusing on bilateral work, so using opposing muscles of the body. So think about it as doing two things at one time. This won't only just help improve our strength, but it'll also help improve your coordination and your balance. Strength workouts are all about going heavy for a short period of time. So really focus on using your heavier option weights. And in strong workouts, we'll be doing between 6 to 10 repetitions and really going time under tension, which means working slow, controlled pace to get that maximum muscle fiber recruitment. Get your weights and let's get lifting. The warm-up is to help with your performance. Really elongate those muscles and get those joints prepared. We're gonna start off walking all the way down. Drop your head down towards the chest, roll down, releasing any tension in your spine. Walk the hands out nice and slow into a plank. Hold it there, squeeze the glutes and walk yourself back. Now when you come back up, can you try and keep your legs as straight as possible? 2 more. So you feel that lovely stretch in the back of the legs, your hamstrings, opening them up. This is the last one. Let's stay down. Drop in the hips. Head comes back. And look over the shoulder, right and left. From here, come up. And we're going to just tap the opposite ankle. Go at your own pace. Hips nice and high, looking underneath the arm. Last one here. Into the plank and step the right leg forward. So we're just gonna open up your hips here. If you need to, you can always drop the back knee down and shuffle out the right leg so you have real space to open up those hips. You can move it around. Step it back and let's change sides. Try and do the same thing. If you did use the knee down option, do the same. Remember to shuffle that foot forward to give yourself some space. How does that feel? Good? Nice. Step it back. We're gonna walk up again. Bend the knees and curl all the way up. Into a deep squat position, keeping the heels down, but then start to rock to lift one at a time. You can use your elbows to drive the knees out. You can come forward over that toe, but keep one heel down at a time. From here, let's reach it all the way up. Look up at that hand and change. Same again. Last one. Send the hips up. Let's get a deeper stretch in the back of the legs. You'll also hit the inside of the legs as well. Body down towards the floor. Take it out wider. Coming side to side. Walking the hands. And remember, everybody's built differently. So your range may be up here. That's fine. You can have the option to put your hands on your thighs or take it down. Excellent. Coming down onto the floor, cat-cow stretch, hands under the shoulders, round the back. Make sure the knees are underneath the hips, then the hips and head comes up. Same again. Reverse. Nice, last one. Imagine I'm really pulling you up from your rib cage. Head up. Good, tap the toes, let's start to walk it up. Hips come up, slowly walking up. Restack the spine 1 vertebra at a time. And shake it out, well done. I will always advise you to do some muscle activation work before putting on any load when it comes to weight training. Let's start with activating those hamstrings. We're gonna be doing a deadlift, so put your feet underneath your hips, and I want you to hinge as if you've chopped yourself in half. Hips go all the way back and you feel that pull in the back of the legs. And again, hinge, slight softness in the knee as you drive up. Really squeeze the glutes, squeeze the hamstrings. Just give me 2 more. Slow. Drive it up. Last one, nice, slow and controlled. Can we go a little bit further for the last one? Hold it there, pull, and squeeze it up. We're gonna come forward into a lunge. Step your right foot forward. Make sure your feet are hip distance apart. We're just gonna hold it here. Tap into how that feels. Checking your positioning. 90-degree angles with your legs. Hold it there. Step into a squat. Loading up those quads. Pausing every time. Step back with that right leg into the back lunge. Hold it there. Same thing as before. 90-degree angles. Then step it in center, but come narrow, pointing the toes forward to really focus on that quad isolation. Doing the same thing, change leg. Left leg forward, hold. Now come back into your squat, taking it wide. Feel free to adjust yourself if you need to. Back lunge. Nice, coming into that center. Hold it there. How are the quads feeling? Awake? Hold it here for me. 4 more. Last 2. And 1. Coming onto the knees. Those quads are fired up nicely. We're gonna have the knees underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders. Opposite arm to leg. Kick your right leg back for me. Extend your left hand and hold it there. Imagine someone's pulling on your foot and pulling on your fingertips. It's really activating the core. We're working on the posterior chain here, so glute activation, hamstring activation to the back of the legs. Hold, and then take it in. Switch sides. Imagine you have something on your back that you're trying to keep on balance. You don't want it to tilt. So those hips are facing forward directly towards the floor. Pulling each side. Hold, and release. Extend that right leg back, and we're gonna pulse it up. 6 reps. That's 3. So we're really focusing on that glute isolation here. Hold for the 6, hold it there. Core braced. Let's change sides. Extend that back leg. Give me 6. Up. Remember that thing is still balancing on your back to keep the body in control. Hold on the 6 rep, hold. Excellent. Bring your legs up into a plank. Core activation. So working that anterior chain now. Shoulder stability. We're gonna lower ourselves down and do some back extensions. Come down. Hands to the temple. Look forward onto the floor. Lift and squeeze and hold. Now you feel this in the lower part of the back, the lower and the mid part of the back. Also in the glutes as well, but main focus is the back here. Shoulders away. Come down, and again lift, hold and squeeze. You can take your feet just wider than hip distance apart. Big squeeze, lift the chest nice and proud. And release. How does that feel? Let's do it again. Lift, up, hold. Remember, drop those shoulders away, no tension. This is the last one. Hold, squeeze. Nice, and release. You should feel nice and activated. Walk the hands up, shake it out, and you're done. Let's work on the posterior chain. So that's the back of the body. We're doubling up the move, so doing 2 things in one go. Your first exercise, I'll demonstrate for you first. So hold on with the weights. Bend the knees. When you do pick your weights up, we're gonna set our feet hip distance apart. Shoulders back, chest proud. You're gonna hinge into a row, up towards the hips, and into standing. So now it's your turn. Grab your weights. We've got 8 reps, 3 rounds. Once you have your weights, remember when you go forward for that hinge, don't allow the weights to round your back. Always keep those shoulders retracted and chest proud. Set the feet under, softness in your knees, and let's hinge. So we've got 8 reps, coming all the way down slow, let the weights hang, pull up to the hips, come down with control. That's 1 rep. So imagine you're reaching for your pockets, your back pockets. Squeeze towards the hips and stand. You always want to control it on the way down and feel the engagement in your hamstrings, the back of your legs. Keeping your elbows close to your body. Give me 2 more reps. One more, working in that back. Big squeeze and lower. Stand up before you put the weights down. How did that feel? Shake it out. So we are working quite a big amount of muscle groups all the way down that back. So in terms of your weight, you can go quite heavy. The more muscle groups you use, the more load you can use. If you feel that weight was too light, increase. If it was too heavy, then decrease. If you're not sure, you don't have too many options, work with what you have today, and you can always get some more weights. Ready for round 2? Yes, I know you are. Bend the knees, pick up your weight. 8 repetitions. Always think about that setup first. Let's go. Big squeeze at the top. I want you to imagine I'm trying to pull your elbows back. To keep them close to your rib cage. Spine is always neutral. Keeping the eyes to floor level when you come down. Don't lift that head up. Can I have 2 more reps? That's it. Bend the knees, drop the weights. How did that feel? Roll out the hands, do what you need to do. Remember, when you're gripping weights, you also work the muscles in your forearms. Sometimes they fatigue first. Try not to have too much of a death grip. Think about the muscles that you're using. Don't think about your arms or your hands pulling the weight. Think about the muscles in your back pulling up the weight. So sometimes what I try and do is just to have a slight loose grip. You can tell the difference between a solid grip like that and then you can just have a nice loose one like that, okay? Let's do one more round, shake it out. Give yourself a little pep talk and let's get lifting. Bend the knees, take the weights into that hinge. Slow all the way down the legs. Pull all the way up. Control all the way down. That's rep 1. Your 3rd set. You know what you're doing now. So get into your zone. Make every rep count. We're almost there. Rep number 6. Give me 2 more. Put the brakes on as you release that weight. Last one, squeeze, slow down. And stand up. Well done, shake it out. You're on to your next exercise. So this time, we're gonna go into a lunge and a single leg deadlift. So, stepping back, I'll show you first. Step back into the lunge. As you come up, you're gonna keep that standing knee nice and soft. Hinging forward as if you've been chopped in half. Now this back toe, have a look. It points down towards the floor all the time. If you open that toe, it means you open the hip. You'll be off balance. Keep your balance by keeping your feet hip distance apart. If you need some support with your balance, you can keep this toe down. Have a look. Toe down, but the weight is on the standing leg. Chop yourself in half and hinge. Enough chat. Let's get lifting. Pick up your weights. Set yourself up, feet underneath the hips. Toe back, setting up for that lunge. And then we lift. Here we go. Come down, 1 lunge. Set yourself, 1 hinge. That's 1. towards the floor. Feeling it in that standing leg, feeling it in those glutes. Challenging your balance, your stability, getting stronger. That's halfway. Almost there. Give me 2 more. Last one. Ooh! Bend the knees. Ooh! Do a funny walk. Oh yeah, that has to be one of my favorite ones. You really feel it fire up the glutes. It's challenging so much. We're doubling up the move, doing 2 things at one time. Not only working your muscles, but working your brain, improving your coordination. Let's go. Other side. 8 reps. Take it down. Lift. And again, take it down. That's 2. That's 3. Keep it going. Keep that focus. Relax the hands. Let the weights just hang. Two more reps. Last one. Yes. Well done. For your last round, we're going to speed it up. We're going to alternate. You have right side and left side. Let's get going for the last round. Set the feet hip distance apart. Step that leg back. Let's go. Lunge. 1 lunge. 1 deadlift. That's 1. Switch. 1 lunge. 1 deadlift. Woo! How's it feeling? And the shoulders square. 4, halfway, come on. Keep it going. All the way down. That's 5. We're almost there. Come on. Make it count. 2 more reps. Right. Kick it back. Last one, last one. Up. Woo! Bend the knees. Drop. You're done. Nice work. Come down here to the floor with me in a kneeling position. Your first double the move exercise is a Nordic reverse curl. So we're going to be working our anterior chain here, mainly focusing on your quads, and then we have a hammer curl. Hammer curl is different position to your hands than a bicep curl. A bicep curl, you'd have your hands in a supinated position, so facing up. This time we're going to take a neutral grip, thumbs facing up. So let me show you first, before you pick up your weights. Roll the shoulders back. Think about a glute bridge. Hips forward, squeeze those glutes, and you're going to lean back as far as you can to your range. Stand up into that hammer curl. Option, you can always take away the kneeling back if you've got any discomfort in your knees. I would advise you to sit on your heels and stand up. Okay? So, weights ready? Coming up, choose your options. Roll the shoulders back, hips forward, really squeeze and engage those glutes. You can bring the weights in front, add a little bit more load as well. So leaning back with me, you have 8 reps. Come up into that hammer curl, keeping the elbows close to your rib cage. When you come back, try not allow your hips to go back first. Keep the hips forward. Think about 2 strings on your hips and someone's pulling them forward so they stay in front. Lean back. Come up and lift. As the reps go on, you will find that you may get more range. It takes time to warm up into this movement. How does it feel? Quads firing up? I know they are. Give me 2 more reps. I nearly forgot my curl. all the way back. See, that's what is challenging, your coordination as well. Give me one more. Lean. And curl it up. Squeeze, come down. Look at those biceps and say, grow. Well done. Shake it out. You've got 2 more rounds. See how you felt. In terms of the weight, obviously we're using a smaller muscle group, so if you want to go to a lighter weight, you can. If you need to kind of really practice that movement, you can even do it body weight. Hands can come forward. You have so many options. And as I mentioned at the start, if you want to do that seated position to standing, you can also do that. The options are endless. As long as you're moving, we're good. All right, reset it. Shoulders back, hands in front. Let's go. Lean back. All the way. Lift. Get into your zone. Halfway mark. Come on, give me 4 more strong reps. I feel like a zombie. Do you? It is a funny move. But believe it works those quads. One more strong rep. Squeeze and release. What do you do on the last rep? Normally when I do one more rep, I always feel it's the last opportunity to just make it the best. So for your final rep, let's add to it. Let's make it a bit more challenging. Can you slow it down? Can you hold it back further? If you're doing this seated position, can you squeeze more? Can you engage more? Can you slow down that hammer curl? On that eccentric phase, really focus on that muscle tension. Let's do one more. Take it up. Let's go. Lean back. Big squeeze. Try and get the weights all the way up. Reach into your shoulders. Weights in front. Almost there. Remember, it's the last set. Let's make it count. Keep that body nice and straight. Remember all the tips that I gave you. Give me 3 more strong reps. Remember, as you go on, you feel fatigued. That means you're working. One more. Lean it. Squeeze it. Come down slow. Slow it down. Come on. Slow it with me. Yes. Fantastic work. You can straighten the legs. You can give them a little shake. Give them a little pat. Release that lactic acid build up, that tension you feel. So this double move, we're going to be working our shoulder. You're also going to be focusing on core engagement. It's a bit of a challenge, but I know you can do this. You're going to have the weight, one hand, leaning back with the other, and we're going to press while this leg is lifted. Your opposite leg is lifted. So we're going to reach and then come down. Option, you can bend your knees, keep both feet on the floor. Another option, keeping that hand behind. If you want to go advanced, see if you can have that hand out and that leg up. A lot of coordination, a lot of things going on here, but I know you can do this. So let's break that down again. Bend the knees first, heels down. Grab weight in right hand. Come behind if you need to, no rounding off the back. Open up the chest and let's lift. Opposite leg can come up, hand can come up. Let's go, push, come down slow. If you need to, you keep that leg down to the floor. Now the leg may be shaky, mine sure is from those quads. That's the challenge right there. 2 more. Last one. Yes. So really focus on that shoulder strength and that balance, that core engagement. So many things going on. Switch sides. Hand behind if you need to, leg up, give me 8. Choose your option. You're so nearly there, we've got a minute of work left. Keep the elbow in. Last one. Woo, shake your leg. Let's get both weights now. So option, you can have both knees bent. Another option, you can do one at a time. Punch here, have the hand behind you, and go so. Let's go. 8 reps, feet on the floor this time. 8, pump them out. 7. 5 more. 4 more, finish strong, come on. Last 2. Last 1. Yes! Drop the weights. Give me a gun show. You've absolutely smashed it, well done. Come to seated position with me right here. Knees are bent. We're gonna stretch it out. Bring your hands underneath your legs, and I want you to imagine pulling away. So lean back as far as you can, and you'll feel this lovely stretch in the top part of your back, across your back, chin down to the floor. And release, open up the chest, retract the shoulders, head can go back slightly, and then straighten the legs. Now this might not be comfortable for everybody. If you feel a bit of an ache in your back, keep the knees bent. Shuffle the hips side to side and just come as far forward as you can. You can reach for the knees, shins, or the ankles, or the feet. And feel that lovely stretch down the back of your legs, your hamstrings. Pulling your toes back, you'll also get some in your calves. And then release. You're gonna swing both legs behind you, so bend the right leg in front and shuffle it all the way back, up nice and tall. You're gonna lean over the opposite knee. Imagine someone's pulling your hand. You'll feel it here, a nice stretch in your hips, in your glutes, and the side of the body. Bring yourself up, lift your legs, and let's swing them round. Once you're there, shuffle it back. You can use your hands to move it. Turn the body, opposite knee. Imagine I'm there pulling, grabbing your hand, giving you that nice deep stretch. Good. And then take it all the way up. Coming onto your side, let's do a quad stretch from here. You're gonna bend one knee, pull it all the way back. Bring this bottom leg a little bit forward. It will help you with your balance to keep your hips stacked on top of each other. Pull it back as far as it can go, and then let's swing around to the other side. Same again, pull that leg back. Be conscious of not dunking into your shoulder. Come up nice and tall. Hold it right there. Pull, pull. Excellent. From here into a child's pose, sit into the heels, open the knees and reach the hands out in front of you. Take a deep breath in, exhale. Imagine someone pulling on your hands. That nice stretch in the back. You can move your body from side to side. You can move your shoulders. Just go with your flow. Walk your hands all the way back, roll the shoulders. Deep breath in, you're done. So, how did you do? It's always good to reflect on your workout. What challenged you the most? What could you do better? Remember, the main thing to make progress is to stay consistent, which means join me back again soon for your next strong workout.